Pooh Shiesty is...
What's up, YouTube? We back at it again with another reaction, and apparently somebody's telling Pooh Shiesty, who you would never believe. To see who it is, stay to the end. Let's get straight into him.
Currently getting exposed on the internet by the most unexpected person. Apparently, this dude was a CO when Pooh Shiesty was in federal prison, and he has some stories about Pooh Shiesty that doesn't make Pooh Shiesty look good at all. As a matter of fact, I feel like the intent of this interview was to make Pooh Shiesty look terrible.
Like, it wasn't like I was looking on TMZ. This stupid mother.
That first line tells me it's personal, because why are you calling that man out of his name?
From shoe.
He hating. I know it already. He hating on Pooh Shiesty. He mad. He a slimy little dude when he got all that money, and you a correctional officer. That's what CO mean, correctional officer. You're coming too hard about Pooh Shiesty. You don't even know this man. You get what I'm saying?
I guess some article got out.
And just another one. They said Pooh Shiesty was cracking one of the guards. I guarantee he liked her. Guarantee it. Just the way he acting, he liked her. Never said nothing to her. He one of them.
I forget what they broke it. I think it was on Gilly. They were talking about that. Shiesty said he was
$1 million worth of game.
No, he was in the million. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. But he said that he was in the middle of a race riot where it was like a 3-on-1 or like three Mexicans died.
That never happened.
No.
Now, at first I think, okay, maybe he's just trying to clear up certain rumors because he works there, right? And he takes the security of...
It seems too personal. Like, hell no, that ain't happening. Like, why are you mad? He's not just giving his opinion. This is very biased. Because even a judge don't even be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be mad talking about it if I was just a correctional officer and I was just witnessing some shit. But why do you even get an interview? Why is the correction? When we start interviewing correctional officers? When we start doing that? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? One little Trayvon Martin, man.
Prison pretty seriously. So if somebody comes out of jail and they make up this lie that makes the prison look unsafe, then he's upset and mad. But I quickly found out this dude is not upset about anything principled. This dude is just clout chasing. This is just clout chasing in general. Like this has to disqualify you from ever working as a CO again, right? 100%. Because is this allowed? Like, you work as a CO, you interact with these people, and then you leave your job.
That's exactly what I said. When we started interviewing correctional officers, that's like a therapist getting interviewed that's Pooh Shiesty's therapist. That's like a lawyer getting interviewed and telling the confidential things that Pooh Shiesty said. Bro, get off of his, if you get what I'm saying. Like, that don't even got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And go and gossip on a random podcast about the celebrities who you had to watch. To me, that's just unethical. Like, completely.
Unethical.
So he tells a story on how he believes that Pooh Shiesty is actually soft. Pooh Shiesty was not a gangster in prison. Pooh Shiesty, was actually soft. He did a couple of suspect and sketchy things in prison and questionable things, that should disqualify him from ever claiming to be gangster in the outside world. I'm just sitting back and watching this and thinking, why do a correctional officer care this much to go on a podcast and speak this passionately about Pooh Shiesty's street credibility?
Man, I guarantee that the CEO hit up the podcast. Hey, I was the CEO at the jail that Pooh Shiesty was in. Let me come up there and tell you who he really is. This seemed like a mad ex-girlfriend. You mad Pooh Shiesty didn't give you no autograph, bro? You mad he didn't give you none of his commissary? Like, what is the real problem? What is the real, and why you the only CEO? And then it'd be different CEOs every day. So who are you to say what happened and what didn't happen? You feel me?
Why do you care?
Bro, what the f? If that happened at Victorville, the most notorious federal prison, that in Beaumont. Like, that in Beaumont is this. Yeah. Like, 1,000%. If 3 motherfuckers died there, like, if there was what he said, a race riot, that should have been on So he was a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate. So when he's a wheelchair pusher, like, you know what he's there for. Like, he's paying for protection. Magically, he was only on the yard for a couple months. He got popped on a UA, and he went to SHU.
I'm gonna keep it real. Is he watching this man? My CEO job is to watch everybody. It sounds like he was personally assigned to this man. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's too. How do you know how much time he get in the yard? Like, it's too much personal details that don't even make sense. Why are you there, bro? Tell somebody about your life. You speaking on the next person. You feel me?
And when he served his time, his DS time for being there for a failed drug test, he refused to go back out to the yard. In that world, it doesn't matter if you're a gangster, it doesn't matter whatever world you go by. When you're done with your segregation time, you're supposed to walk the yard. It doesn't matter if you are about your. If you don't have a bad jacket, you're supposed to hit that mother and you go out to the compound. That's what prison is.
Everything about clowns like this disgusts me. Like, I'm absolutely disgusted at this behavior.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted, bro. First off, I don't give a damn if Pooh Shiesty was scared, if he was gangster in prison. I don't care, bro. Right? But you know what I don't care about? I don't care about the police telling me what gangster
100%.
is. Sir, you are a literal cop. You are an officer.
What is your problem?
You are an officer, sir. Why are you so infatuated with street credibility? You are a cop.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he want to be a gangster. He want to ride McLaren. He want to ride around, be a little slimy dude. He want to do everything Pooh Shiesty's doing, but he cannot because you are the police, sir. Police don't have interviews. I've never seen the police get interviewed to today, bro. Police that get interviewed are off duty and been off duty for 10 years. Pooh Shiesty was just locked up. So as soon as he get out, you hit up a podcast? Like, that don't even make sense to me.
You are a cop. Yo, this man is talking like, oh, nah, bro, you supposed to walk the line. Yeah, you supposed to be gay. Nah, you know what you signed up for? Bro, you a police officer.
You ain't never.
What are we talking about here, bro?
Nobody can.
Yo, if you look at Pooh Shiesty file for, in your words, doing police activity, then how do you view yourself? How do you view people like you?
For real.
This is sickening. This is disgusting. This is some nasty work, bro. But we
Very
know dudes like this, bro. We know these type of white boys, man. Bro, they grew up with like two black friends, and all of a sudden they think that they are part of the cookout. They can come to the barbecue.
I guarantee the white man say N-word. He say that passionately. He always say the N-word. That's his favorite, to say the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just tell his hat, his whole get up here. He's not even dressing like a police officer. You feel me? Like, put a collar shirt on.
They can get down with the get down. Yeah, they know what's happening, yo.
Yeah.
Man, hey, bruh. Yo, Pooh Shiesty got to find a way to sue the living heck out of this dude, bruh. And you can even see how he's talking with like the profanity and the cussing. If Pooh Shiesty was in front of him, I guarantee you he wouldn't do this.
No.
Like, he probably felt bold and powerful in prison, so he could probably talk how he talked. But if Pooh Shiesty was in front of him, do you think this white boy is saying what he's saying? Do you think he's being as disrespectful as he's being?
Comment below.
I don't think so. Like, at all. Like, at all. So now he tells a story of how Pooh Shiesty refuses to leave PC or to leave wherever he was at. And because he did that, they considered it PC, or they considered it rolling up.
Anymore, you can go back out to the yard and you say no, you're checking the that's asking for protective custody. Whether you say I want help or protect me, please. When you say I'm not going anywhere, that's unofficially saying I need help. And he kept refusing. So I think it's every 30 days. It's a certain amount. I forget. I don't want to say, or it's every 90 days. One of those, they have to serve him again. It's a shot to get him to kick out. We're ordering you out. This is what you're going to get. And I think it's 307, like refusing programming or refusing an order. I remember a little bit, but just something simple like that. That's all you need, a 300 series. And they keep stacking it and stacking and stacking it. It builds up and they ship him somewhere else. So that tells you he was no good when he got out.
Why are you going this hard, bro? With your A hat on. Like, I'm lost. For real, with the black diamond chain on. You want to be black so bad, bro. Listen, man, if Flacco's saying you're wrong, most of the time you're wrong. If Flacco calling you the police, man. So Flacco is a civilian. You get what I'm saying? I'm a civilian. You the police. You're not a civilian. Pooh Shiesty is thugging. You not. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not understanding why are you even on this podcast discussing the next man. Because you was watching him. That's like being Pooh Shiesty babysitter and telling the podcast, yeah, this, that, and the third. He used to pee in this diaper. I used to change it. This, that, and the third. He ain't thugging for real. What? Your job was to watch a criminal. You're not a criminal, bro. Pooh Shiesty's there because he's a criminal. So you're telling us he's not a criminal? How would you know who he was if he didn't break the law? You keep trying to make it seem like he's not this big gangster. Whether he is or ain't, he commit crimes. That's how you made it. So stop trying to. He really trying to I can't think of the word. When I think of the word, I'm gonna read.
So not only were you no good while you were in, you were definitely no good when you came back out after you went in there bragging about something you were not. You were a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate, and you ran with the Muslims.
Is that what?
There's been questions about Pooh Shiesty's paperwork. There's certain things like the proffer and other things of that sort. But all his co-defendants, I guess, agreed that they all agreed to the proffer. They all agreed to what was going to be in the proffer. They all agreed to what Pooh Shiesty was going to take credit for and what they were going to take credit for. They all agreed, on exactly what was going to happen before they all signed up for the proffer or they all pled guilty. So
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude that had the Draco on, the man with the yellow suit on, Gucci, AD, whatever his name is, he most likely gonna take the case. I'm gonna just keep it real. I looked at his shoes. His shoes was all busted up. Looked at Gucci. He wearing Balenciaga. Look at Pooh Shiesty. He wearing the latest Jordans. Look at bro, his shoes talking. So if you ask me, he got one of them crash outs. He got one of them crash outs ready to take the case.
like, I've seen a few people like try to bring it up or try to accuse Pooh Shiesty of being a rat. But for the most part, Pooh Shiesty like kind of overcame the rat accusations, and dare I say he kind of proved it wrong. He kind of proved he didn't tell. He kind of proved he didn't rat. But this dude would insinuate that Pooh Shiesty was no good. His paperwork wasn't straight, and that's why he didn't want to walk the main line because that paperwork wasn't good and wasn't straight. And as you listen to this, I want to remind you, this is a police officer saying this. This is an officer saying this, bro.
What I was saying,
if Pooh Shiesty is police for taking a plea deal, then what do we call you? How should we treat you? Right? There's certain like professions, man, like, I don't know, bro, like correctional officers, doctors, nurses. I feel like there should be at least some form of secrecy, some form of NDAs involved, bro. Like, we know like doctors got HIPAA laws, but there should be some oath to secrecy involved here, bro. A correctional officer shouldn't get, right, like the power and the authority to rule over somebody when they're in their most vulnerable moment. Because jail is somebody's most vulnerable moment. Jail is when somebody is at their lowest. You don't get to rule over.
They said closest you can get to death is jail, bro. So you watching this man basically on his deathbed at his lowest. We heard about him fighting. We heard about him doing all type of shit. Excuse me. So it's like you're trying to, I think, say jeopardize his character. I can't think of the word. I still ain't thought about the word. But as soon as I figure out the word, I'm positive. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Somebody or right or like work with somebody or run them when they're at their lowest, and then come out and spill all their gossip and spill everything. Like, this is just terrible. I look at you as a foul human being. Nobody gives a damn what you think about Pooh Shiesty. He's a rat. He's not a rat.
No one likes you. Not Flacco, the police. No one likes him, man. His eyes are bucking like that. He off them X pills. I'm not messing with him. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't. What are you getting out of this? That's an honest question. Did you get paid to do that interview? Did they pay you? Because if you didn't get paid for that, you are a rat. Basically, you just said all that for nothing. You just spoke on this man for no reason. Make that make sense to me.
Nobody cares. We're looking at you flawed more than we're looking at Pooh Shiesty. Now, what he says in regards to Pooh Shiesty being scared to walk the main line, like, I don't think so, bro. But Pooh Shiesty's paperwork checked out for the most part. And also, bro, Pooh Shiesty took that plea deal, like 3 years into him being incarcerated? So that plea deal will have nothing to do with Pooh Shiesty walking the main line the first 3 years, right? Now, he also tried to shame Pooh Shiesty for converting to Muslim, claiming that he only did it for protection. Yeah, a lot of people do. Who give a damn, right? Yo, I would take this more seriously if somebody who was in jail with Pooh Shiesty come out and exposes Pooh Shiesty for being soft, for ducking smoke, et cetera, et cetera. Then we can have a conversation. I don't take nothing seriously coming from a CO who wants to be a gangster. From a white boy who...
Do you understand half the people that's the police used to get bullied in school, didn't get no hoes, didn't don't get no money. I just want to ride around and act like I'm a gangbanger. I said this in my last video. The police is the biggest gang and gang want to be. You get what I'm saying? They don't even want to be the police. They want to be thugging. They just don't want to go to jail. You feel me? So the fact that he thugging and he actually got some cheese, he actually got some Velveeta, he actually got some shredded cheese, he hating. This is pure hate, and it be hating people hard. Mind you, look at this race. Look at Pooh Shiesty race. I ain't trying to make it about race. But just look with your eyes and tell me if I'm tripping.
Wants to be black. I'm not taking nothing this man says seriously.
But he ran with the Muslims.
Yes.
All right, break down what running with a Muslim means in prison.
They're not officially a gang. It's kind of like how the paisas are with the Mexican mafia or the Sureños. If you're not a homie, you're falling in, you're a resident. Like you have to have some type of people. You went Muslim for protection.
Yeah.
You fall in line with a Muslim car inside prison because Allah forgives all. I don't give a who that rubs wrong. I don't care how people take that.
It's a hard fact. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I don't have anything against Muslims.
Me either, not at all.
I actually think religion is a good thing for people.
I have a friend that's a living embodiment of what a Muslim
The
is.
stone
Like he
cold
lives
truth
it
is
to the
that
T.
many people who have sex offenses become Muslims in prison for protection.
Yes.
Because when they get out, they're not Muslim. So
that tells you that Shiesty went Muslim for protection.
yeah. So and now it's
Around them all.
Even if he did, why are you happy about that? What if he was Muslim before he went in there? What if his daddy is a Muslim? What if his homie's a Muslim? I'm not saying he'll follow the leader, but shit. If I'm in the Fed, you got the Aryan Brotherhood, the GDs, the BDs, the Vice Lords, Falkland, the Hustler. What if Pooh Shiesty's not even a gang, bro? What if he's not even gangbanger? So why not become a Muslim real quick and be decent with the brothers? Most Muslims is black. I don't really know too many white Muslims. That's just me personally. Once again, I'm not a racial type of person. I just don't know too many. I don't know no black person that's an Aryan Brotherhood. Look over the Aryan Brotherhood is. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, nah.
All the time, right? Like I may be the loudest person. I may be talking the most. I may be one of the most violent COs that people know because I respond to. But I'm also that mother that's always around. I'm always laughing. I'm always talking. I'm always filling out the environment. I'm always around. I'm here. So that's kind of what I was addicted to. So like I would sit there and like I put my foot on one of the bench. Shiesty missed a layup. And I was, yeah. So, and I'm like, oh, so when you're talking about a shooter, you definitely weren't talking about basketball because he talks about being a shooter in all his music. So like this little corny, but his interactions with us on a day-to-day basis, there was nobody that he may have given attitude to, but this was nobody, you know? So like I'm
going to keep it real. You got to be a crazy person to go against the law when you are already in the law hands. Once you get locked up, I ain't gonna say yes sir, no sir, but shit, you got it, bro. They gonna make that call. It's gonna be 16 laws on your ass. So it's like, for you to say, oh yeah, he wasn't on nothing. He didn't give me no attitude. What did you want? What did you want from him? Honestly, what did you want him to do in prison? Get more time and he fighting the case? That's what I'm saying. It's always people like this that's gonna hate on you for nothing. He's literally the CEO of jail. He like, man, I don't think you gangster. I don't think you nothing like that. You ain't never got on there with me. You're the police. Then he shoot a bodyguard on document, shooting a bodyguard in the club. What if you was that bodyguard? You'd have been shot, bro. You feel me? Like, only thing that's protecting you is a badge, bro. You were in jail with him. You're not gonna say this to him on the street. Even if he seen you on the street, you wouldn't even say nothing to Push. Be for real. You would not say nothing to that man.
see that video, like I understand why he has all those people. I understand why guns make people feel tough. That's all I saw from that. So there's a lot of people that are really gangsters with or without guns, and you know that in prison. You know who the are real.
after he left, was there talk on the compound about him or his?
So there was talk since he got there. Like everyone thought he was arrested, especially when he didn't come back out. Listen, he was paying for protection. I think he didn't come back out because his Spotify streams were made. That was when Gucci was cutting a bunch of people off his label at that time.
This man is a super fan, bro. He is a super fan.
More and more I'm listening to this shit. Talking about, yeah, Gucci was cutting people off his label. That's probably why he went, what are you, a hip-hop guru? Pooh Shiesty doesn't care about Gucci. You see what he came and did to Gucci when he got out? He doesn't care about you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't even make sense. None of the things he's saying is making sense. It's all biased and opinionated. You get what I'm saying? Like, name some facts, bro. Mind, he probably did say a couple facts, but most of them sound like opinions to me. You feel me?
You imagine saying that Pooh Shiesty is a nobody when the highlight of your life is being his correctional officer in prison. This man knows about Gucci Mane, knows about Pooh Shiesty's streams numbers, how much streaming he was doing. Bro, you are a super fan. And I can almost guarantee when you guys was in prison, you was on that man's you know what, bro. Right? You was D-rodding to the max. You was not popping it like this, bro.
No.
You was not talking like this, bro. You was trying to be that man's friend. Right? You was D-rodding, man.
And I guarantee he doing all this because Pooh Shiesty told him, like, man, move around. I'm going to slime you little dude. I'll slime you out. Like, he probably already tried to be his friend. And then the fact that he was like, I'm cool. This Boosie said this. When you be friends with somebody and you stop being friends with them, they going to start talking about you. And you ain't doing something right if they ain't talking about you. You know what I'm saying? So Pooh Shiesty obviously doing something right. They got the CEOs of jail doing podcasts about it. I ain't even seen somebody do it about Big Meat. Larry Hoover. You feel me? What's the BD dude? What's the BD dude? Oh, I ain't seen King David. I ain't seen nobody talk about King David. Mind you, these are people that been in jail. Big Meat. I ain't seen nobody do no interviews about none of these people that's thugs. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I ain't seen none. These supposed to be the most gangsters people in the world, starting big organizations, GD, BD, Vice Lord, all that type of shit. So it's like, where is all the interviews at and the other CEOs that watched all these other gangsters that's still watching them? You feel me? Like, it's screaming fan. It's screaming, can I get a follow on Instagram? I'm gonna keep it.
yo, bruh. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Don't hire super fans in any profession where they might have to work with celebrities. This dude is a fan. This man knows his music. This man knows his stream numbers. This man knows who he's song to. He knows the drummer with. Oh my God. This is nasty work, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, bruh.
Let me know too, man.
What y'all think, man?
It looks horrible.
All right. Do y'all believe anything he has to say about Pooh Shiesty? Do y'all believe that Pooh Shiesty?
I believe 1% of it because something got to be true. The fact that he worked at the CEO as a CEO, but all of that, this MFer and he ain't really gangster and woo woo and you saying he can't be a cool dude in jail? He probably a cool dude in regular life. You ain't gotta be a crazy dude to be doing the shit that he doing. Pooh Shiesty doing all the regular shit that a regular dude in the streets is doing. He told me, you know the real ones. You know them real ones. Boy, you not a real one. For real. You a fan. You a fan. He rap about being a shooter and all his music. He ain't talking about basketball. I watched him hoop. He can't hoop. What? What does that have to do with anything? Him playing basketball. He's just trying to pass his time by shooting some hoops. Come on, bro. He wants somebody to be Michael Jordan and Larry Hoover.
He rolled it up, man. Do y'all think that Pooh Shiesty was moving scary in prison? Now, Shiesty is back. Right?
Back in prison and he back out. Back out, then back to
yo, the comment where he says Pooh Shiesty was a nobody is still rubbing me the wrong way, bruh. Now, Pooh Shiesty is obviously back in jail. But compare the 4 to 5 months that Pooh Shiesty was free. Compare what Pooh Shiesty accomplished in those 4 to 5 months to this dude's entire life. I can almost guarantee Pooh Shiesty is more accomplished in 5 months than he ever was.
Come on, man.
Man, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere.
Enough of the Flacco. If you want to watch another good video, click on my video. You get what I'm saying? Shout out Flacco, man. He do good stories. Shout out me too. And shout out MagicReactionsTV. Shout out Pooh Shiesty. But it's another fan activity type of video. I'm gonna keep it real. Actually, this is the first one I ever seen. I'm gonna keep it real. Get your life together, CEO. No one knows your name. They call you CEO. We call him Pooh Shiesty. You get what I'm saying? No one knows you. For anybody that's chasing your dreams, keep chasing. If you're watching this in the morning, good morning. If you're watching this at night, good night. But man, we out. We gonna do another reaction on Pooh Shiesty. Let me know if y'all want me to keep following certain cases. Magic Wine out.